And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 5 of competition of the Team USA Trials here on Bowl TV, live from Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. Emil Williams Jr. here with you, Jason Thomas, Aaron Smith, Matt Canizaro all in the background. Big ups to the staff here, Team USA Trials, as well as Gold Coast. You know what it is, though. It's day 5, and that means today we find out who's going to earn automatic spots, who's going to be selected to Team USA. There's a lot to get into. We've got 6 games to determine a lot of things, and then obviously the U.S. Amateur Championships that will be determined. Those 3 individuals who earn spots in the stepladder finals tonight, and then of course the Team USA announcement and selection show this evening. So a lot to get into. Kind of tell you what's happening, where players are, when they'll be closest to our viewing area, all of the above. So let's get out to the lanes as Aaron Smith has done so for me right now. My glasses are all fogging up, so I'm going to go off camera to change that for you. Any questions in the chat, drop those. We'll answer those as best as we can throughout the day. Things are going to change uh, game by game, literally game by game. So I know everyone will be hard at work. I'm going to give an extra shout out to Rick Barbera right now because he's going to be working hard to give us the updated standings as quickly as possible for you. So you know what's happening. We know what's happening. And we can best inform you of 2 things for sure. We want to know the top 4 players who earn automatic spots, and that may come down to game 6 all the way. So you never know. We want to know who's going to win, right? There's got to be a champion of the 2022 Team USA Trials. That will be determined here today. And then, of course, which may not be determined or won't be determined until tonight, or I should say, probably be determined, we won't know until this evening, the 2 additional selections that the selection committee will have after the 6 games. And then finally, we will have the opportunity to see a U.S. Amateur champion, and that person may or may not earn a spot on Team USA, the adult squad. That just depends on age eligibility. So we will find all of that out today, or I should say this morning, and then into the evening. So a lot to go through. Of course, the women will hit the lanes at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll go through the same situations as well. So good morning to everyone watching on Bowl TV, as well as those watching on the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page and the Bowl TV YouTube channel. If you are familiar with Team USA Trials, you know how important today is, day 5. Or the players are essentially now grouped, and they will be moving together. Everyone will be moving right together today. Quick note right now, as we get underway on the men's side specifically. Darren Tang mathematically needs to finish 12th or better on this particular pattern, day 5, 36 feet. He needs to finish 12th or better to win Team USA Trials. Our men's overall standings, by the way, as we start here on 31 through 34. With Josh Kennedy, Brandon Bonta, Michael Harmon Jr., TJ Rock, Gabe Alvarez, Darren Bloomquist, Chris McMillan, Tanner Tinda, who had a nice run at 300 last night, Brian Eden, and Michael Davidson, who we've been discussing at length here during this squad, or excuse me, during this week, I should say. Also, so the men's overall standings coming into today after 4. Darren Tang, Kyle Troop, Trent Mitchell, Tang with 56 points, Troop with 68 points. Trent Mitchell, who led for 2 days, 69 points. Or a day, I should say, but he was the day 3 leader, the leader after day 3 overall. He has 69 points in the bank. Nick Pate is 4th with 74 points. AJ Johnson is 5th with 82 points. John Janowitz is 6th with 105. Nate Stubler is 7th with 111. Brandon Caruso is 8th with 114. Jake Peters is 9th with 115. Jake has won 2 blocks this week. He's won 2 days, day 1 and day 4, and that vaults him into 9th. He had some subpar days he talked about in the middle, but winning last night put him back into certainly contention to win. A lot would have to go right for that to happen, but he gets himself closer to 4th place and will have a chance at an automatic spot, certainly. At worst, he has put himself in position to be selected by the committee. Julian Salinas is 10th with 121 points. Chris Prather is 11th with 124. Tyler Betts is 12th with 126. Daniel Chin is 13th with 129. I'm sorry. We got 129 for Daniel Chin. Nick Vanderwind is 14th with 137. And Perry Crowell, 15th, who had a very nice day also yesterday with 144 points. Can't leave out Dallas Leong. He's 16th with 145. So the groupings today should be, you should see kind of the top 8 to 10 players in the standings as you go down the list. And the overall standings should basically be kind of in a 4-lane group. So we will have the top groups hit our pairs in the middle portions of these games, or today, I should say. This is the group that is ranked 46th through 55th. Other news and notes for the U.S. Amateur Championship, or at least specifically to earn a spot right now. Trent Mitchell, who is leading those standings of the U.S. Amateur. He has 69 points overall. Second is John Janowitz with 105. Nate Stubler is 3rd currently in the U.S. Amateur standings with 111. Just outside of that, Brandon Caruso is 4th with 114. Julian Salinas is 5th with 121. Tyler Betts is 6th with 126. Daniel Chin is 7th with 129. Perry Crowell is 8th with 144. Dallas Leong is 9th with 145. Riley Hall is 10th with 149. So there's a lot of moving and shaking that could go down in the U.S. Amateur. But Trent Mitchell really has the hold on it, if you will, to earn at least a spot, and specifically the top seed. That would put him in only one match. He also will be able to select the lane pattern for his particular match, should he earn that top spot. Even if he earns the second spot, he'll still have the opportunity to at least choose one pattern to his liking for himself in a semifinal situation. But having said all of that, he will earn the top seed for the step ladder if he finishes 36th or better today. And to be quite honest, on this 36-foot pattern, I would be shocked if that was not the case. Don't forget about live scoring. Let me check the chat for a minute. Mr. Stewart, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I see Renee saying the same thing about 55 and 58. Okay, hold on one second. Let me change that for you. I really enjoy the good people of Bowl TV. Callum, I thank you for just letting us know that there is no audio. There should be audio there. If you don't hear any audio on any other streams, please let me know. I want to say good morning as we kind of get settled in here. There's a lot going on already. And even before bowling today, there's a lot happening. Some good, some not so good. But our goal today is to give you everything that we can. And we'll make it happen. All right, Kevin is cheering on Chris McMillan, the entire Buffalo community. That's a place I've got to get to Buffalo. I've got to go bowl a tournament. That's my goal now. I've known a ton about bowling, or Buffalo bowling specifically, just by being in the industry and understanding how incredible that community is, and the bowlers they have produced, certainly over the years, Hall of Famers, etc. I got to get there and check it out for myself. Rick, Renee, Kevin, Callum, Marcia, Paula, hey Dennis, Mr. Baker, Jeff Baker in the house. See you, Jeff. Zach, Melanie is here this morning. Michael is here this morning. That is not including everyone watching on Bowl TV, the YouTube channel, and the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page. Don't forget, we also have giveaways. I don't know how many giveaways we'll have today. I'll confer with Aaron on that. I know our standard, we'll have at least a Bowl TV t-shirt today during this squad, at least. There should be another grand prize, but the fact that we have some additional coverage today, including the step ladder tonight for the U.S. Amateur and the Team USA selection and announcement show. Will there be more prizes to give away? I'm not sure. We'll find out. I am curious, though, from all of you watching on bowltv.com, and I will try to check in and see if I can see some comments. On the other side, we've got Daniel watching from France, Sam Ho checking in, Keith Hutchinson rooting on TJ Rock, Patrick, he says good morning. Adam has invited me to Buffalo. I'm coming out. Isaiah shouting out Chris McMillan. Chris may have the most, or have gotten the most love in the chat this week as a whole. Chris, Trent has been popular, certainly. And that just goes to show their performances this week. And people really starting to pay attention to how well they throw it. Haley Cummings, shout out to Lindenwood. Hi, Haley. Good to hear from you. It's been a minute. John says good morning. Mandy. Sam Ho with a good question. A couple of good questions, actually. The 6 games will still determine what will take place today. So that part will not change. There will be 6 games, just like normal. It is a de facto position round in a sense. I mentioned that a little bit at the top of the show, meaning the players are grouped by standings. So right now we are watching, again, 46 through 55. That's what's on the screen right now. So 10 players. So it's really the top 9 or 10, and it should be the top 10, especially at the top. They're traveling together. Everyone's moving right today. So you get a chance to see all the players that are near you in the standings as you move forward each and every game. Today, after the 6 games today, after 6 games today, there will be 4 automatic selections to Team USA on the men's side. There will be 4 automatics earned after 6 games today. We will have a champion. Right now, Darren Tang has the inside track as the leader. Darren Tang needs to finish 12th or better today on the 36-foot pattern. 12th or better. Short pattern. Something tells me that the pitch black may be working for Darren Tang. We'll find out. He needs to finish 12th or better to earn the Team USA Trials championship on the men's side. So a champion, 4 automatic spots, and then we will find out the 3 individuals who will also earn spots into the U.S. Amateur Stepladder Finals, where 1 Team USA selection, I should really say 1 Team USA automatic spot, will be earned by winning the U.S. Amateur. Age eligibility is the asterisk there. Age eligible. If someone wins the U.S. Amateur and they are not 18 years of age, then that selection or spot that would be earned by the U.S. Amateur will then fall back into the ranking points over qualifying. The next highest person who was not selected or did not earn an automatic spot, I should say, from the overall ranking points, will then earn that spot. Other news and notes. And don't worry. If you have a question, I'll go over this all over again throughout the day because there's a lot and it could get confusing. For Junior Team USA automatic spots, just make sure you are aware, really me. If you see someone in the standings that has a JR or JR parentheses in the standings, like Cameron Crow, for example, Cameron Crow already has earned a spot on the 2022 Junior Team USA squad. And so let's say he were to finish in the top 4 regarding Junior Team USA spots, which are also on the line. So we got 4 automatics on the adult team, 4 automatics on the junior team. Cameron Crow's in that top 4 regarding junior team. He's already on the squad. Then his next spot, or that spot, will then go to the next available youth player in the ranking points, in the overall standings. Ooh. Well, that's a lot. I'm thanking Aaron Smith already. Don't forget to check live scoring too, by the way, folks. That has been the best tool this week, especially yesterday, because every game there seemed to be 2 to 4 opportunities at 300. It was an interesting day, and a day in which that we didn't expect that many scores. As the kids say, it was lit yesterday. Jake Peters won the day at plus 267 on the men's side. Lauren Pate won the day on the women's side at plus 212. Second yesterday on the men's side was Perry Crowell at plus 257. Kyle Troop was third at plus 243. Matt Russo was fourth at plus 218, and Nick Pate was fifth at plus 209. Interesting. Let me take a quick look, a quick gander at. Although they aren't noted as of yet, I'd have to go to the roster to confirm. But I'm looking at, trying to look at what we have regarding the junior team. Let me pull up the roster as well. Because let's see, I think Brandon Caruso right now would be leading in the Junior Team USA category. And Julian Salinas would be second. Tyler Betts would be third. And let's see who else. Is Barley Hall still eligible? Guess not. Okay. Well, we have to go down the list. Maybe Joey or William Jones. All right, let's see. So it should be Caruso, Salinas, Betts, and Joey Ocello. Those are currently the top four in the Junior Team USA overall standings. There are no separate Junior Team USA standings. Just want to let you know, in case you're wondering. There's one overall and there's one U.S. amateur. The overall standings, as of yesterday, just doesn't have the notations of amateur, youth, professional. But they do have it on the U.S. amateur standings, so that is the easiest way to quickly look at who would be eligible to earn autos on the youth side of things for Junior Team USA. And so, having said that, again, Brandon Caruso, Julian Salinas, Tyler Betts, Joey Ocello, and then William Jones, Ryan Barnes may have a shot at this tonight or this afternoon. Andrew Guba has been very good this week. If he doesn't get an automatic spot, I could see him being selected. In game two, by the way, folks, we will be joined by Kendra Cameron Curry. To my knowledge, no, not related to Steph Curry. But she will join us, and we'll briefly talk about her new role with the team, kind of the differences. She's been a part of the program as a player and competitor, and now as an assistant coach and working within the program, doing a lot of different items and things as well. So looking forward to catching up with her. She's already had 2 trips, one to Colombia and one to Dubai. So she's been working hard since she took the job. And then, of course, Brian Mano will join us. All right, let's take a quick look at live scoring. Also, this is the pattern that I thought that would be the will produce the highest scores. Of course, yesterday probably will be the highest, but I do have a lunch on the line with Brian Mano, so day 5 still needs to be higher than day 3 to collect. It's a really nice group on 13 and 14 to start. Again, they'll be making their way. Cameron Crow, William Jones. They know each other, of course. Teammates at St. Ambrose, Joey Ocello, Brent Boho, Charlie Ferrero. Of course, we'll be keeping close tabs on Prather, Vanderwind, Nick Vanderwind, Tyler Betts, Perry Crowell, Daniel Chin, Darren Tang, Nick Pate, Kyle Troop, AJ Johnson, Trent Mitchell, John Janowitz, Jake Peters, Nathan Stubler, Julian Salinas, Brandon Caruso, Dallas Leong, Matthew Russo. I never call him Matthew unless I see his name, spelled out as Matthew, so scared. Jacob Butcher, Kyle Sherman, Bradley Hall. Another good group, Ryan Barnes, Anthony Nyer, Ryan Powers, Andrew Guba, Steve Badavinic. Charles Bostic, 8 out of 9 to start game 1. Michael Davidson, as we've been watching, 7 out of 8, and he just continues to get things done. Over on 37 and 38, Solomon Salama with 9 out of 10. Justin O'Shaughnessy with 8 out of 9. This is what I expected on this pattern. I am curious though what the transition may look like today. John, yeah, that would be great. I don't believe that you can do that yet. But I bet somewhere somebody's already thinking about that. Or you should send a cool note to Merrick. I see some comments just within our regarding our Facebook and YouTube channel, and I just want to help clarify some things. There's one adult team, there's one junior team, and there is also a youth developmental team. Professionals are allowed to participate in international competition. So you will see and have seen professionals and amateurs or non-professionals bowl together and compete and be a part of the adult Team USA. There is not a separate team for, or a separate Team USA for non-professionals or amateurs. There is a U.S. Amateur Championship, and that is specific to the non-professionals in the field who can earn the amateur championship and will also potentially earn a spot on Team USA. You can find out more about the team themselves, bowl.com/Team USA. Also, bowl.com/Junior Team USA. And there was a question about criteria. There is no, and obviously I'm not a coach, nor am I on the selection committee. So I can't tell you what they're exactly looking for, but they're looking at definitely performance this week. I think performance, perhaps the word overall is not probably the right word, but if there's someone who maybe has had some existence in the bowling community. Let's take Jake Peters. We used him last night because he won day 4. Jake, PBA champion. He had a very good, nice body of work. If he didn't earn an automatic spot, they'd be looking at Jake's performance this week. He's won 2 days, and I think his bowling resume at this point would suggest that he may qualify, if that makes sense. We're also looking at how they handle adversity, how one keeps their emotions in check. If you joined me earlier in the week, I had Brian O'Keefe on, who is the Team USA head coach. And they, coaching staff, he and Kelly Kulick, who is the head coach of Junior Team USA, intentionally sit behind lanes 45 and 46 because all the data and everything that their eyes also see has told them over the years that 45 and 46 seems to be the hardest pair in the building. And so they sit there because everyone is going to get and bowl on 45 and 46. And so they also watch how they handle the adversity. If there's a tough pair, if there's a youth player bowling, how they interact with their parents. What's that like? So they're looking at all of those kinds of things, the chemistry potential, potential coaching relationship, the interpersonal, how you communicate. All of those things come into play. Let me drop that in there for you regarding the live scoring. All right, game 1 is just about done. TJ Rock, 225. Josh Kennedy, 193. Brandon Bonta, if he makes this, would be a nicer way to start. He'll get the count, though. That'll be 231. Michael Davidson can still get to 278. Oh. And well done, Tanner. What are you guys looking forward to the most about this final squad here? Feel free to comment in the chat. I'm very curious. There could be individual storylines that you may be looking forward to or looking at to see how they play out or develop or don't develop. Dennis, I will pass that along. Aaron actually can hear you and see you right now. Although I can't see Aaron. But Aaron Dennis said hello. Michael Harmon Jr. trying to make a nice little move up. Spare Hero Bill will put him at 216. Brian Eden with 177. Gabe Alvarez finished with 214. Michael Davidson. I mentioned that Kendrick Cameron Curry will join me. And I'm have to imagine that Michael Davidson is going to make someone's decision tough today. He's really been very good. As game one wraps up, don't forget this will be it for our game one preview for our good folks watching on Bowl TV, the YouTube channel, and the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page. You'll need to become a subscriber to bowltv.com to see the rest of the squad. Of course, the women's squad this afternoon, the U.S. Amateur Stepladder Finals tonight, which I believe are scheduled for 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern time. This is always a good thing it's Friday, because this is always the longest day of the week. It's the most rewarding day of the week also. And for some players, it could be the most disappointing day of the week as well. And so all of the emotions, we'll have it for you in the selection show tonight here on bowltv.com. Annual subscription at $79.95, a monthly at $9.95. Upcoming events, other collegiate tier ones on the USBC collegiate schedule. The U.S. Open and the USBC Masters. The PWBA season will kick off May 12th. You can see all of that and more on bowltv.com in the year 2022. That was a surprising start there by Chris. Well, needless to say, he's going to have his work cut out for him. Hope everything's good. 276, by the way, by Michael Davidson. Final shot here in the field for Tana Tinda. And then we will move to game two. We will have, again, Cameron Curry. Former Team USA member and now current Team USA assistant coach. Talk more about her role, what she's looking forward to this week, or today, really. And then we've got some updates for you on some channel changes, folks, as well. So I'll keep you updated and get you up to speed on what's happening with our channels and coverage abilities as well. So we got a lot happening today. All right, that'll do it. I'll see everyone on the other side here. If you are already watching on bowltv.com, hang tight. Game two is coming up next. We'll talk more about Michael Davidson. 222 points after the first couple of days, and he's been putting in work. All right, folks, back with you in a moment with Kendrick Cameron Curry next here on Bowl TV.